Well, hello again. It's another video. This one is on a little bit of an update on my layout, and also I've had quite a few questions asked, and most of it to do with Pro, so I'll deal with that in this video. So first of all, the updates. I've actually shown you these little buffer boxes before. I had some off Fred, my mate, and then I found out that Steve at the Hobby Goblin stocks them. So I bought a load off him and I build them. They take about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to do completely, so they aren't too bad. I've also had these ramps. These again, laser cut. They are beautifully made. They take about 20 minutes to make. Steve supplies most of this stuff for me. There's also these little railway crossings there as well. So those are the main things I've had. I've had another train. This particular one is the Halogen Class 15. Beautiful. It's got lights on it. That's the main things I've had to do. I've also done this, which is a fuel depot. This is taking a little while to do, basically because of the steps. If you look at those steps there are 20 steps in each of those units, and each step is individually put in. So you can only do about 2-3 steps, wait for it dry, then do another 2 or 3. So it's taken quite a while to do all these, but it looks okay now. But what happened was, when I had it, it came with the seal, box. So of course excitement, took it all out, started putting some of the bits of the tankers together. Then all of a sudden I found out there's no instructions in it. Now there's about 50 parts in this thing, 50-60 parts. So I phoned Gauge Master, that's where it comes from, it's the Fordham fuel depot, and within a couple of days they sent me the instructions, so I managed to get on with it. But say, the main things were these steps. They were a pain to do, but it looks nice now, so I'm quite happy with that. Right, so now we've seen all the little bits onto the railway. We'll now go to some of the questions and some of the answers. I've answered all the questions actually, but it's harder to do it by written. Sometimes I have to send photographs to show you how I do it, but the easiest way is, of course, always do it by video. One of the things I was asked about were these, my little trains. These are actually programs. Where you normally would bring the programs down through this here, like that, there we are, there's all the programs, and then you click onto the blue tick and then you'd work a program. But I did it through Pro. You can only do them through Pro. Also, as you know, with my sidings, I can click any of these points here like that, and that all these sets of points here will all set to that particular one route that I want it on. That is another one which is done by programs, but also these little numbers, you can only get them into Pro. One or two things with Pro is the stuff that you can do with it. You've got voice control, which I do. I don't usually change on when I'm doing videos because any sound, it interrupts the computer and the computer doesn't like it. So, but basically, if I go to here now, which are the plans, if I just go to any particular one, we call it this one here, which is this one here. Right. With the normal Railmaster you get this amount of points. But with the Pro, you get 45-degree angle ones. So you can actually put a set of, same as here now, you can actually put, instead of that, take that one out there, we'll put that out there for now, and we'll put in this one. And all you do then is move that into place like that, and what that does is does that, and then you can move up. So like there with, like I've done over there with my engine sheds over there, that's the way you can do it. So you can put 45-degree angles in there. Now another one you can do, so I'll just take this out from in and I'll just delete that out of the way. Except I don't want that one in the way. And we put that one back in again. Like that. Those little things that I've been telling you about, if you go into here, what you get, these are the normal ones you will get on your Railmaster. This is the one here, which is the cogs. If I click onto that and bring that down into the center of here, what you can do then, if you right click, you'll get that. Now the program you've just run for your train, which are up in those program files, you put that in there, so you can actually put there like there, and there's all the program files, and you can put in that one there, say camera on, and then what you can do is you can put numbers. You can do all sorts of things in here. You can do that, crossings, like the shunter one there I've got in mine, which does a program up there. You can put signals in there. There's my little train there, look, there's the train there. So you can do all these. See, there's quite a few more here. So there's a turntable one. So you can put anything you want in there. If I just go back again and we put in 8 there, right, and then we just do that. If you actually then can move this here and put it there or anywhere you want on the layout, same as what I'll do there, I'll just change that now. I'll just show you what I mean by my trains there. So that is now a train. You can also then put in, same as I've done with mine, because I've got so many knocking about, is how you can actually put in a text in there as well. So you can get the text there like that, and you bring that down here, and you can put that in there like that, and there's your train. So you can do it that way around. So it's a lot easier to work on there to do it this way around. But see, the major thing is you've got those files there. There is the normal ones up here. We'll just take this out now because I don't want this. I'll just go back to my one. So there you go, there's my little trains, look. So it says Gadwell, bubble car. So the bubble car, which is sitting over there in the station, I press that and that does its own little program. So all these, a lot of these trains over here have all got programs how to run them. So they're a lot easier to work off. Now, one thing you can also do with your locos, same as all my trains here, this is, so you've got lots of trains, same as I've got here, look at all that lot. If you're hunting for a train, it is a nightmare. But if you actually, if I go onto here, look, and I've got different things here, I can go to demo, and all it actually does is, what I do with when I'm doing these videos, I just put the trains I want into demo mode, and only those trains will actually run, because they're the only ones you've got sitting there. So if you go to here now, and if I go to shunters, it only shows me my shunters. If I go to here and go to electric, there's only one electric I've got, which is the blue one, which is here, this one here. So I can actually adjust these to what I want. And how you do that is you go to your trains, This is always the longest part to it when I'm doing these videos. I hate this bit, but you can't get round it, I'm afraid. It's coming up. A second. So if I go to my J15 here, there, you can do it with all your trains, but down here, see where it says here, locomotive group, you make these up. So I've got diesel, shunter, express, add a new group, and if I just do this and put in test, what you do then, you press the enter button on your keyboard and it says, are you sure you want to add the new group? And you say yes. So then I've just come out of there now, and I better do this first, save it. That's it. Right. Now if I go to here now, this is all that I've done here. There's that test one I've just done. There, click that, and just that one comes in. And that's how you put these things in. If I go back now to, I'll go to my demo one, which is this one here. Right. Another thing is, such as this Fowler here, is what you've got here. If I move this up a bit here, there. Somebody asked me, you know, where's the number 17 function? Right. So what you've got here is there's 8. You click on this little red button there. There's another 8. Now that's 16 functions. The others sit below here. So what you do is put the cursor in the middle and push bang, and it'll bring all the others in. That's how it works. As easy as that. So I'm saying these here are, of course, train announcements.
The train now standing at platform 2 is the Cornishman service. Please keep your belongings with you at all times.
Right, if I just go back into the trains again. I don't want the trains. What am I doing? I don't want them on the plans. One thing I've just had the last few days, been a nightmare. Windows 10 did an upgrade and I lost all the sound in my computer. It took me 3 hours to get it back again. It is back again now. I've got one or two little other issues, but if I just go to the plans again now, I'll show you some of the stuff also that you get in Pro. If I go to mine, which is this one here, this is one here, I just watch where I put stuff here and go up here a bit. Right, what I've got here is a set of points and I've got 2 signals. What you can do with this, if you right click on there, this is one thing you can do with Pro. You can put in anything you want in there. Now if I actually come out of that one there and come to this one down here and click on that one, there you are, that says when I press the green button, signal 28 will go green, signal 29 will go red, signal 27 will go. So that's how. So what you're actually doing is saying, when I click these, if I just go back out again now. Right, let's go back out again. Right, so if I come down here now, the only thing it does when you come out of plans, you have to go back into this way around. That's another thing is, with Pro, when you've got it there, this is in 75 mode. Some of you I know, a couple of people I've been working with are in 50 mode because the track's that big. What normally happens is when you switch your rail master off and switch it back on again, it actually goes back to 100%. So you've got to reduce it down. With Pro, when you turn it off at this, it'll come back as this. It will, or 50%, whatever it may be. Right, so what we've got here is, there's one signal, there's another signal, and there's another signal. So if I click these points here, these points, all these signals change. So it's a way of doing it. There we are. See, that's now gone to red, that's gone to green, because the train's going to come out of here now, but that line is against that one, so that is against red. So if I click that again now, that one goes back to there, and that goes back to red. And it's the same as these. If I click this one here, that one goes to red, that one goes to green, and back again. And you can do a combination, same as up here. Here I've got homes, a distance signal, but here if I click on this one here, so that's a double-headed, which is sitting over there. That has gone now to green for going into the siding. That has gone to red. But down here, if you notice these two, this is actually a distance signal, double-headed. That has gone to green, because green in the siding. That means on the main lines can be closed. So if I come back down here again now and put it that way around, look, you see all the signals change around. So this is a lot what you can do with Pro. I've had it since day one, and I just love it. It saves me a lot of work. I can do a lot of things with it. I love doing programming. So I've got same as this one here, which is the Gadwell. That one there, that actually is, click that and the train will come out of there. It'll go round the track, round here and stop here. Let's move it up a bit to here. It'll then do another 2 or 3 circuits round and stop again. It'll then do another program and come back up to here. The points here will change and it'll come back down here, back there, and park itself up in there. And that's all the programming into one. It's quite easy to do. You've got to be very careful when you're doing merging, because it can mess things up. So you need to save both the programs and do it that way. So this one here, that one there is the shunting one, which is actually those 2 trains there, that one there and that one there. This one comes out and comes round to here. That one then comes out, stops up there, comes back into where this one was. This one then comes back and goes into that one. And then it comes back out and goes round to there. This one then comes out and they come back and they start where they go. And that is one program. Thing is what you can do is you can be doing them while you're running stuff on your main layout. You can't run 2 programs at once, but you can do that. So as you can see, my little one there. So what I should do now, I should just come back again and we'll put the lights on. I'll just put it on the high mech as well. That one. And that one. What we do now is we do put that on cruise. Put that one on cruise. This is a beautiful little train. The low speed on these is actually brilliant, same as the high mech one. These halogen trains are really good. They're very heavy motors, very heavy trains, so they will do a lot of pulling round. If I actually go and put that one in shunt, look at this, no juddering whatsoever. It is brilliant. So, as again, if you want me, I'm on 01782 302194. I'm always available. Don't be afraid to ring me. If it's the slightest problem, I hope that I can help you and do it. Another thing is, if you put TeamViewer 14 onto your computer, download it off Google, I can access your computer and we can work off that. I can show you things a lot better than trying to do the printing the stuff out. So Please subscribe and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.